And now Maxine is going to give us her personal experience from some of her patients. Hi, here with me today is Maxine Funches, author of Do You Know Me or Do You Know Alzheimer's Disease, and president and founder of Step by Step Health and Wellness, a nonprofit organization. So, Miss Maxine, can you tell me a little bit about your experience with Alzheimer patients?
I've got quite a few experiences with Alzheimer's patients. I've seen them go through a lot of changes. For my first experience was when I was 17, 18. I was working in this nursing home. And this is my very first experience with an Alzheimer's patient. And that was when they were taking people off the street and saying, go take care of this patient. You hear, this is assignment. You didn't have to have any certifications or anything, just the ability and the willing to take care of a person. And she gave me this long list, this assignment, and it says, do this patient, and do this patient, and do this patient. But wait a minute. Now, when you get to this patient, she's going to spit on you, she's going to hit you, she's going to throw her BM at you. And I looked and like, what am I supposed to do with all of this? And she says, just walk in, duck, and when you reach her, just hit her. That'll set her straight. Well, I take care of my other patients on the list, and I save my best for last. I go in, and surely enough, as soon as I open that door, she's throwing all her BM at me and anything else she could get her hands on.
Oh my.
And I managed to wiggle my way to her, and I get to her. She started to scratch at me and hit me and stuff, and so I hear the nurse say, hit her. So I hit her. I did. That blood went everywhere. I was so scared. I ran out of the room, called 911, this lady is hurt, and she says, oh, she'll be okay. I said, no, she's hurt. Please call 911. And the nurse wouldn't do that. So I picked up the phone and I called 911 and told them to get over here because I have a patient that's hurt. I hang up the phone with 911, I run back to the room, and she's cautious, she's really swinging and all of this. And so by the time when the ambulance get there, I'm like, I'm going with her. I am not going to leave her until I know she's okay. I'm going. So I got in the ambulance, went to the hospital with her, and that is where I got my experience in taking care of Alzheimer's patients.
Okay, Ms. Funches, that was a very interesting and touching story. Do you think you can tell us about another story?
Oh, yes. I have this in home care, and I went to the lady that has Alzheimer's, and she was in stage 2, which was kind of, that stage where you're there but you're not there. And so what I did with her is that we would go to the park. We would get ice cream cone, go to the park, feed the ducks. That was a highlight of our day. And watching the kids play. And as time went on, she became where she wasn't able to do the long walk in the park. So we got a walker. Then we went from a walker to a wheelchair. But we still managed to get our ice cream and go to the park and watch the kids play.
Beautiful, beautiful. Now, Ms. Funches, I don't mean to take too much of your time, but do you think it's possible to give us one more story?
Yes. I just remember I was just going to take one more. Let's see. This was about my patient, her son was the only one that was her caregiver, which was lovely. I mean, he's a great son. He took excellent care of his mother, better than any woman could possibly have. And she had this, when she would leave, as I would put it, she would say, I'm going to leave. So when she would leave, she would end up getting a broom and sweeping up the sidewalk down the whole neighborhood. We would sweep up one whole block, getting everything off the sidewalk. That was her thing, which was very, very, very interesting and very therapeutic for her. We had a lot of good times with her. We did. We did a lot of things.
Now, I know you mentioned she used to clean the sidewalk. Was she a cleaner before in her early life, or was that her profession?
She was by her profession. She was a housekeeper.
Okay.
And that would explain why she would clean the sidewalk. But yes, I believe she did. She did a lot of cleaning.
Beautiful.